Is there an Is there an above
So, what's up, Nate Rob?
What's up, TJ? We are the PodCrashers.
We are the PodCrashers.
I have to say that every time.
Deli Rob, Cheddar Bob, Zanerobe Dan.
And Ben and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry.
We got it all. We got it all here. One package, bro. Sweet.
Since we, ever since we started this podcast, I've been wanting to get Dan on the cast.
True.
I mean,
He was definitely one of the top guys on our list.
and one of the coolest people we know.
Ever.
I mean,
Yeah, one of the coolest guys ever.
Appreciate that.
So first, you're listening to the PodCrashers. We don't have any sponsors this week, so we're bringing it to you, brought to you by Zanerobe, I guess, since we're having a whole Zanerobe weekend.
And the treehouse.
Yeah,
And the
treehouse.
And
And the
it's
treehouse.
And this is
Yes.
sweet.
Shout outs
This is
to
a nice,
Die
nice,
at the
beautiful place at the
treehouse.
treehouse.
Yeah, so right now we're sitting in the treehouse in Wilmington, Delaware, and
They're having coffee. I had a smoothie.
yeah, a good
They
one
did.
too.
It was
The
good,
smoothie.
Yeah. Nice smoothie.
So first, let's start off with our special guest. Can you guys introduce yourself, starting with Dan, and,
Yep.
and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yep. My name is Dan Maynard, born and raised in Vancouver, British Columbia. Currently residing in, I would say, 50-50 split between New York City and Los Angeles. I am currently the managing director for Zanerobe USA, which is a subsidiary of Zanerobe Australia, as well as in partnership with Noble Gentlemen Canada.
Nice.
I
It's a
guess
lot
if
of-
you're,
lot of shit.
It's a lot of shit, and at times I don't even know exactly how to define it, but I guess that was it.
Yeah.
We're out here in the East Coast. We're shooting with Nate for Collection 4 of Zanerobe Rec, which is Zanerobe Recreation, which is our athletic apparel line. We've been very blessed and fortunate to work with you guys, and Nate is the face of the brand. And this is just a real, solid follow-up to some of the projects we've done in the past.
It's awesome. It's awesome. How about you?
Cool. I'm Tony. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I work as the art director at Sydney for Zanerobe. I do all the stills. I work alongside Yako. I do all the video and all the visual content you see online.
Which is super dope.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah, it's a big role. It involves a lot of technical knowledge of knowing your studio stuff, your lifestyle stuff, your product stuff. But it's a really cool role. I'm really glad to be here in Delaware today. Today's been really, really cool. I've always wanted to come to the US on a project as cool as this one.
Yeah.
I'm really glad it got to be this one with Nate Robinson. And yeah.
Is this your first time in the States?
No, it's my third time. First time working on something really cool, which I'm passionate about. So
Nice. So I want to hear this. So tell me something that you like about the States, and tell me something brutally honest that you absolutely dislike about the States.
And please don't be bad.
Yeah,
for a
please.
shot.
Yeah. We want
This is
to.
uncut.
Yeah.
We, the people, the fans, they need to know. Being from, you said, us being from Maryland. When I go overseas in different places, some things that I hate is when you go to China. You go to China, their manners are not how you expect them to be. You know what I'm saying? Cough on you, sneeze on you, don't say excuse me and sorry. They just go about their day because it's billions of people there and they just don't have time. I guess they don't have time.
Places to be. You got the elbow nudges going on. Something I
First, we want to hear. We want to hear the best. We want to save the best for
I
last.
love everything about the States. Everything's jumbo size. Everything's in your face. You know? Everything's so accessible. Everything you dream of as a kid, kind of look up to, idolize. It's all there. It's just. It's different being here compared to on the other side because it just feels so far away.
Yeah.
Something I don't like. I wouldn't say I don't like. It's just something I'm not used to. Is just how outspoken people are about voicing their opinions.
Yeah.
Everybody's just out there. It's yeah.
That's
Well, he hasn't met Alonzo Ball's dad.
For
He
real.
hasn't met him yet.
Yeah, LeVar.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely more reserved in my opinion.
Yeah,
than what I think.
funny story. I went to China with Nate, and Nate and I always argue. I mean, we just argue. So me and this guy get in an argument at dinner, And we're in this middle of the street in China, like having full-blown argument. And people in China do not do that. You know, it's like super reserved. They don't see anger like that, you know? People are looking at us like aliens. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Speaking of aliens, Dan.
Yes.
You're on a visa, right?
I'm O1 visa, which means alien with extraordinary skills and abilities.
It's beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
Did you switch to the bio like
No,
it's
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I just haven't had the opportunity to change my bio in my
Epic.
Instagram.
Say it again.
Alien with extraordinary skills and abilities.
Nice.
I'll be honest, I've been holding off on getting a green card because I want to keep that status.
So what your extraordinary abilities, like what are those? I mean, a lot of people, you know, we need to hear this.
I mean, for me, I came down to the United States from Canada 6 years ago. I'd started my Canadian business about 10 years ago, and part of what got me down in the U.S. was my ability to make great relationships with people and build on that. And if that's an extraordinary skill and ability, then that's probably what it is.
It's probably what knows who you know, man.
It's
you know
probably
the right
it's
people?
probably and I think for me it's like I can build really solid relationships that are beneficial to both sides. And it's never been my intention to really like. Never been my intention to just take from people. It's been my intention to like build with people.
I love that.
And basically, and I think that, you know, when I first moved down into the U.S., I didn't know a soul. But I'd had a track record in Canada of building like brands and getting exposure in the right places. So when I teamed up with the two founders of Zanerobe to open up the U.S. business, you know, the first thing I did is I got rid of the PR firm, and I said, I'm doing everything myself.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to build the brand in the U.S. my way, and I'm going to build it with the right people.
It's 2017, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be able to do it yourself. That's first and foremost.
So, you know, with that being said, I took that opportunity to come down and do it the organic, genuine way, building with the right, you know, artists, athletes, you know, retailers, and got my hands dirty and just kind of like grinded it out. Yeah. And I guess that's probably one of the other skills is just that relentlessness and that relentlessness to not give up and just to keep grinding and just to build something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and being passionate, forever passionate.
So with Zanerobe, I mean, a lot of people know about it. A lot of people don't. In my opinion, our opinion, most likely, that it's one of the best brands out when it comes to streetwear and just, you know, being able to wear it in any occasion. You know what I mean? Like you could throw Zanerobe on and still impress the parents if you're meeting your girl's parents for the first time, and you can still swag out at the club.
I mean, you can wear it any kind of way, man. That's one thing I do love about it. My biggest upside, I say, with Zanerobe is that me, when I was younger, I hated wearing suits. They made me just feel uncomfortable. You know, they just make you feel a little different when you're not used to wearing them. And so when you had, you know, I wore a pair of Zanerobe pants, you know, like a jogger with a blazer, with a tie, it just felt right. You know, it felt perfect. And I was like, man, there's no way like these clothes making me feel like I'm somebody that I'm not. Like somebody like, you know, like a James Bond swag type. Like,
that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I can kick ass and look good in it. Like that's swag. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a definition of like top tier, like a brand, and you know what it stands for. It's unbelievable, man. And then now to have the rec. And, you know, I'm a big workout guy. I always need, you know, workout swag, and to have it look like this every time I wear stuff, they be like, oh, my God, what is that? People ask me. They stop me all the time.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So when you know you catch people's eye, you know, with the gear you're wearing to work out, you know you're doing something right.
And that's crazy. With workout gear, I literally wear workout gear every day. Every day I have some type. So it's such a great thing.
Yeah, why not get something that's unique and not overly branded?
Thank you,
Thank you. You are amazing.
Oh my God, this looks so good. And yeah, we got food at the treehouse. Turkey sandwich, baby.
And this is the
provolone cheese.
Amazing. You are amazing.
Clearly, come on, just pull up a chair right there in the middle.
Someone else had a turkey.
I had a turkey. That's
You had a turkey?
Yeah.
Hey, Jaco.
yeah, that's the one.
This is you, buddy. Okay.
What do you want, sweetie?
I'm okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. All right. Thank you, though.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Cy.
out of you two, who's worked at Zanerobe longer, or who would
Me.
be able to tell us a little bit of the Zanerobe history and where it started and what it is?
So my tenure has been 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was.
How'd you find it?
Yeah, this is interesting. I found the brand because look, my brother and I, we started our business together in Canada 10 and a half, 11 years ago. It was our first. We were representing brands for other people, other distribution companies.
Mm-hmm.
We kept getting ripped off, and we said, nah, we're never going to do that again. So we started our distribution company called Noble Gentleman Trading. And the reason we named it Noble Gentleman is because we're not going to, can I swear?
Yes.
We're not going to fuck people over.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Say, can I swear? Of course. We don't
Hell
have
yes.
but
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Look, I'm Canadian. I got to ask, right?
Yeah.
So...
You already know, eh?
Yeah.
You're such a noble gentleman.
So we started this company, Noble Gentleman Trading, and what we made this vow. We're like, we are gonna continue to find great international brands, fuel the economy, fuel the Canadian marketplace with rad international brands that you can't find in Canada, but we are gonna import it. We are gonna man it. We're gonna run it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And we're just not going to allow ourselves to, because what happens too is if you hand the brand over to another distribution company and you don't treat it like it's your own,
it gets watered down.
It gets watered down
for sure.
The story gets watered down. The message gets watered down. The whole brand. It's done. So we made this vow that we wouldn't do that. The very first brand that we found under Noble Gentleman Trading was Zanerobe.
It's crazy.
We found that.
So question.
Yeah.
My question would be, since you had your hands on with Zanerobe,
Yeah.
do you think Zanerobe would be where they are today without your help? Honestly. And that's just
No.
And that's just me being Nate Robinson asking those kind of questions because
Well, that's just seeing it in the States. I mean,
not really. Right.
I don't.
Honestly,
it was
around
it
the world.
Was it the biggest brand in Australia beforehand, or is it one of the biggest?
At one point, it was a different brand. So, I'll backtrack. I found the brand because the brand has always had a tie within music and sports. A lot of our buddies are professional rugby players. A lot of professional rugby players are Australian, right? So my good friend Jamie Cudmore, who at the time was playing in Clermont-Ferrand, he was coming back from France wearing Zanerobe gifted by his Australian teammates.
Yes.
He would come back, and I was like, and this was during a real ugly time in men's fashion. Ed Hardy, Affliction.
Yeah.
He said a real ugly time. Ed Hardy.
Real just like, it's kind of a
That was the
black
first,
eye.
Ed Hardy was the first person, brand I ever saw with men wearing bedazzled shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
men
was
are, and I was tired of
Dwight
seeing.
Howard
I
was
was
wearing
tired
that
of
shit
seeing
all the time.
I was tired of seeing
Did not age well.
shirts with like a skull on it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
angry
angry
shit.
shit.
But it's when
Yeah,
they
I
started
don't like
putting
that
lighters in the 7-Elevens.
Right.
When they started making lighters and shit, they sold out. But
Right. So then I went online, I searched the name, I found, and they'd been around for about a year and a half, 2 years in Australia. And I just wrote them an email, Laith and Jono, the two founders, and the subject line was thank you. And I just bullet pointed about 20 different reasons why I was thanking them. Thank you for not putting a skull on a shirt. Thank you for not putting a snake on a shirt. Thank you for not giving me nightmares.
Yes.
At the end of the day, thank you for making a dope-ass brand that I relate to.
Yeah.
Right.
And look, if you're in Canada, let's go riding. Let's smash some beers. Let's go to the strippers. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
I'm not asking anything. All I'm saying is thank you. Couple days later, email comes back to me and my brother from Laith and Jono, the two founders.
cool dudes, by the way.
Cool dudes. Laith can ball.
Yeah, he be hooping.
Yeah, we
He
hooped at the
came to
Robinson
my house.
resident. Yeah.
He definitely came to my house and played basketball on my court.
Yes.
He plays hard for sure.
He does.
Pound of
He's a
beer.
big body out
Yeah,
there.
he
Pound of
plays hard
beers.
for sure. For him
Okay,
to be somebody that never played basketball
pound of
before,
beers.
he's pretty good.
So we interact. Laith's not gonna like this, but the first time we jumped on a call, him and I are like, we're shooting the shit. And we're talking about just like rugby and fashion and all this kind of stuff. All of a sudden, he gets pulled over. And this goes, I guess, parlays into, like, you saying how free it is in America, how you can, like, it's just, like, things are bigger. And Australia, they're very strict when it comes to any rules, right?
Yeah.
So Lath was speeding excessively, and he got pulled over, and I was on the phone with him and got arrested. Got his license pulled, and from there he was like, that was our first correspondence on the phone call, right? Had to take some shots at you there, LT. So you know, the next time we corresponded, he just said, look, let's not do these phone calls. Let's meet in Las Vegas. We meet in Las Vegas for one of the trade shows at the time. We were just visiting. My brother and I were just going there because we'd always go down every year to, like, and you guys have been to the trade shows, right?
Well, I've been to Vegas. I know that.
Yeah. And, you know, we said, look, we'll meet in this location. I'll be wearing this. He said, I'll be wearing this, and we'll meet out front of this location, right?
And then shit got weird.
And shit got weird. So next thing you know, I turn the corner, and there's Lath. He's holding 3 beers, one for me, one for my brother, one for himself.
Grinder gone wrong.
In my hands, yeah.
Yeah, grinder gone wrong.
Before grinder, dog. And in my hands, I'm holding 3 beers, and we go link up with my brother. He's holding 3 beers. So instantly, we had this kind of like
9 beers, chilling.
So you guys broed out. That's the bro out of all brothers. We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have. We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have.
Exactly. So look, at the end of the day, our relationship, our bond, our business relationship started over a few beers. Many beers. Scratch that. Many beers. A long night. A few strippers.
Yes.
And good time.
That is the definition of organic. That is all natural relationship. Just
that's how you start.
That's how you. And we just build. Look, at the end of the day, you want to build a relationship with someone that you're gonna, if you're doing business with someone, in my opinion, you want to get along with them, right? Because at the end of the day, in order to build something properly, you need to spend a lot of time with that person.
Yeah.
And that bond was built, and that bond hasn't been broken. So we've took that relationship, and we grew it, incubated it, grew it to us, like starting up that U.S. business together, and here we are now. So look, it's been an amazing. It's been a really amazing journey so far, but there's a lot of upside.
Yeah.
A lot more to come.
Like for me to from where I've started and seen where Zanerobe was and bought the gear at Urban Outfitters when I first bought the shirt, the pants, because I used to always hate wearing jeans.
And sorry to cut you off. You know who put us?
Lupe? Yeah, my guy Lupe.
Shout out Lupe.
Shout out to my guy Lupe Mendoza, one of my best friends. He's the one that got me the gear for my birthday. He seen that I rocked the stuff a lot, the Zanerobe, and he was like, man, I'm gonna give you something for your birthday. And I was like, man, you don't gotta give me nothing. He got me. He hooked up with you guys. You guys got to send me in the fresh care package, man. Send me a whole bunch of stuff, man. And I
remember that. That was in Chicago.
I'm very thankful, man. I was like, wow.
I think it was that polo shirt that had like the birds on it.
Yeah, and I rocked it. I loved it. And I had the little.
I do remember that.
I remember that though.
And it was like one of my first posts when I posted it.
You were doing all that. You always put your hands down.
That was the one we always take a picture at the wall.
Like the wall.
Yeah, remember the wall, the blue wall?
Yes, bro. It was just fun to see how it is and like where you guys are going. Where you guys started.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To where you guys now, like it's just mind blowing, bro. It's really dope.
Yeah, like one of the first ones I ever saw, I was managing an artist in 09, I think, 08 or 09, and it was a big graphic tee, circular. Text with purple and black.
Yep.
You remember that shirt?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was a great shirt. But that was like the first time I ever seen it. And then everyone started wearing the sweats. And he's like, where'd you get those sweats? And then I was like, yeah, that's how it started. And you had them. I want to just get into, we'll make this quick. This will be a quick, but I just wanted to get into the fact of building a brand. A lot of people want to build brands. A lot of people, whether it be clothing, whether it be music, whether it be artistry, photography.
Yourself,
whatever. From both of you, let's start with you first. What is some advice and some things that you would say are essential to building a good brand and branding yourself?
First of all, I think you got to know what you want. You got to know, you got to have values, and then just stick to it. Don't sacrifice those things for 5 minutes, because you'll always have your 5 minutes. Keep doing it long enough, you'll get your opportunities. Sometimes you'll have to say no because it won't be the right time. You have to know when the right time is, and when you feel it, when you think it's right, when you like, I think all the stars align eventually, and you'll know when the right time comes. So I think that's
How long did it take you? Like when you started taking pictures and started doing creative work?
I did so many shitty jobs, working in nightclubs as like a club photographer, getting drinks spilt on me.
Oh yeah.
Like working a million weddings and having like the same old dude making the same old joke about just anything.
Yeah.
It's just like,
oh, be in my movie.
Yeah,
You want to be?
yeah.
And be famous.
There's always like, I don't know. You gotta just like enjoy the experience. Like, even when you're not where you want to be, just enjoy that.
There's levels to this shit.
And that's what I try to tell people, even by being in the D League. Just enjoying being where you're at.
100%.
Because at some point, at some time, you'll look back like, man, I still have fun, even though that was a storm, that was a struggle. Everything can always turn to positive.
Even injuries. Sometimes I just miss like being back there as well. Like, my creative process started when just painting, like it was after like a recovery process when I had my first heart surgery, right? I had open heart surgery.
Oh,
so
wow.
like I started painting just because of the struggle, because of the pain. That led to graphic design. That led to my course of trying a bunch of different like mediums in art in general, and that led me to photography. Now I'm here. It took me like 3 to 4 years just freelancing, doing all those other jobs, and then I just one day got an email from Jono, showed up at Zanerobe and just started doing projects, and now I'm here, like everything's lined up perfectly, and it's just because like I think because I've kept my values, tried to be who I am, like not jeopardize that, and just enjoy what you do. Really just enjoy.
That's beautiful. You had open heart surgery.
Yeah, it was my second heart surgery, and
so you're the real gangster.
You are the real gangster.
I like it. I'm Iron Man, dude.
Yeah,
I got
Dude, you got a little something in there?
I got like the titanium rods around.
Really?
Stuff,
You got like an app on your phone?
Yeah, I'll beep kind of thing. No,
shit. The app on your phone be like, dude. Sorry, diamond. Like having sex with a girl or something. Like, speed up blood flow. Electronic Viagra. Take the blue pill.
It's like Matrix.
Electronic Viagra. You're sick, bro.
Blood flow here.
You're an idiot, dog.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even remember the question, but yeah.
No, that's just crazy. You had open heart surgery. I mean, you don't meet many people like that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, that's beautiful. Life is good, exactly.
Life is good, as my cup says.
Life is good. That's a great Nas song.
Life is good.
Okay, so I really would need to hear from you, because I mean, you're in the space. I mean, you're building a brand in North America.
Yep.
I always say United States, but it's cracking in Canada and everywhere. So and you do a lot of stuff with music as well. I know you. So it's kind of like, what do you think are the essentials from building a brand?
Yeah, I mean, I think Tony's spot on when it comes to staying the course. Have your true DNA and your blueprint established and stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't stick to that and you pivot, then it just confuses people.
Yeah.
Because if you look, we were in 8 years in or 9 years in before we had that tipping point.
Yeah.
Right? And we were staying the course the entire time. For the most part, we were evolving. You can evolve, but having a hard pivot is.
Were you guys
really
making
tough.
money in the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
So you've always had it. You've always been climbing.
Yeah, but you go through the peaks and valleys, right?
Yeah.
And a little regression makes you appreciate the progression.
Yeah.
So like you got to go through those hard times too, but if you just stay true to what you believe in, if you stay true to that, and you pivot and you don't pivot and you just steady the course, you will eventually get there.
That's
right?
beautiful.
Because people will connect with you. Yeah. And then it's finding out who you connect with and finding ways to connect with them, whether it be through other, adjacencies and other, working with artists and working with athletes who understand your DNA. I think that's what we've done with Zanerobe is we've realized that the brand Zanerobe is more so about the culture and the people and the crew.
Yeah.
More than the product. The product is the uniform, really. The product is something that we that brings us together.
Yeah, that's what's beautiful about fashion in itself. It's you're a canvas yourself, you know. So to you the way that you talk, the way that you act, the things that you do in life, you want your clothes to express that. And I think that's what's so clean and great about the brand is that you're able to express yourself in a very simplistic way.
Yep. So many different ways. You look at our office of who we have in there, there's so many different personalities. And everybody wears it in a different way.
And
then you see that and you're like, oh, that's cool, then I'm going to try it out.
We don't want to alienate anybody, right?
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the for us, for Zanerobe, it's we're empowering people to be the best them, right? To work really hard at what they do and what they love. And hopefully we can clothe you.
So you guys would say you guys are the plug then. You guys
We're the plug.
Powering lives under God.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. And
Thug plug.
That's what I got right here, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think one of the most important things though is if you're looking to build a brand, you need to be patient. You need to be extremely patient and don't be afraid to fail. Try things, like especially from a clothing brand perspective, try things. You need money too. You need to have a little bit of money backing because it's going to take you a long time and you're not going to generate any personal revenue or income for a very long time.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that before we came out here. It's like most people that start businesses, I mean, you're putting all the money back into the business. You're not taking a salary for 3 years. You're not making money.
I finally started taking a salary within 7 years in.
Yeah.
Right? I was living, basically the business was funding everything.
Exactly. And I mean, you have business credit cards. I mean, you put your, I mean, you're swiping, but you're
move back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I first started my business, I had to move back home, and then that's even, and so did my brother at one point.
Yeah.
You take it on the chin, but you really believe in something, so you keep pushing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay.
You're sick.
That was good. Yeah.
So
that was good. Broccoli Rob.
Broccoli Rob. Okay. Next question. Failures. Either one of you, biggest failure that you learned from something.
Man,
it could be anything.
So many.
I know this. Yeah, it could be anything. I guess just give us something.
I fucking forget everything.
Yeah. Have you ever lost really valuable footage?
Yes.
Oh.
No, lenses, dude. It's just it comes from a place of just not being organized.
I know.
And like needing to get my shit together sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I left a lens here in the States once.
Rushing.
Did you find it? Did you get it back?
No, I had to claim insurance and stuff. Like I had insurance for it, but like
shit. I wish you would have forgot it at my crib.
You need one of them? Or
Shit, I need whatever I can get.
Needs. Yeah, I don't know. I had to learn the hard way by making that mistake.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to get on top of my shit.
Anything come to mind, Dan, or is it just a lot of stuff?
For me, it's like I probably have failures every day, and I just you just learn from it.
Truck through,
push through, and just like. And have that relentless mentality, because I actually don't look at them as failures. I mean, I fucked up a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've almost like pull over drinking and driving, all that kind of stuff. Like that stuff I won't do again. I've learned from that, and then we're human. We all make mistakes, but on a day-to-day basis, I fail at something. And that's it's part of everything.
Yeah, it's the only way. I mean, and if you're not failing, you're not doing.
Right.
And I mean, you
like
gotta
you said,
do.
you can't be afraid to fail. Like Kobe says, man, you can't be afraid to fail, or you'll never be great.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll close this out here in a sec. I just want to, Khalil's sitting here, little homie. So this, I guess I'm gonna say it's a weekend. Nobody knows what day it is, but I mean, it's like, what is it? Sunday. Yeah, I guess it is the weekend. So we're shooting a campaign for Zanerobe Rec. And you, I mean, just break it down. What kind of stuff were you guys doing this weekend, and what were you shooting, and what's the goal? And
one of the most important things for us is working with good people, right? People that inspire us on a day-to-day basis. We have concept mentors and Mavericks, where these people are doing more than what they do on a daily basis. So Nate is an incredible, talented basketball player. We're here to support that. But in addition to that, he's a restaurateur. He gives back to the community, and he mentors people, and that for us was really, when we found out, that's really attractive to us as just holistically as a group, because we feel, even for ourselves, we need to be giving back more. And if Nate can do that on a day-to-day basis, that's really inspirational for us. And I think that's another thing that ties into people that we associate as our family, which Nate is, and you are, and Khalil is. Z-Team.
For sure.
And that family for us, that inspires us to do better and to be better people. So when we found out Nate mentored, we basically reached out to him and say, hey, look, we have this concept where we want to bring in a young gun who you work with, because we know that you do, and we know you give back to the community, because the community and the future.
Yeah.
And he brought up Khalil. So with no hesitation, we said, yeah, let's get him in.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's bring him in, and let's bring him into the fold. So today we'll let them flow. To be honest, it was super organic. Yeah,
it was such a flow. Excuse me, flow. What is that from?
That's a movie.
Excuse
Flow.
me, Flow.
That's a Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, Seabass over here. Excuse me, Flo. But then Flo also from the Geico commercials.
From Progressive.
Flow,
yeah. Flo. She's lit.
Flo Rida.
Florida?
Stop, bro. Stop.
Can you just give your best intro to Khalil right now? Standing at 5'9", something like that. Standing at 5'9", 120.
He's not 120 pounds. Nah, man, this is one of the swaggiest boys on earth, man. A beach boy. One of my little young boys, man. That, like they say out here in the East Coast. Real humble guy, respectful, hard worker, very smart, intelligent, man. And he reminds me of myself, me and my little brother growing up. Him and his brother Shadid. I got to shout out his big bro. But man, I mean,
two-time state champion.
Two-time state champion. His brother's a three-time state champion.
Oh.
So they have 5 state championships between the two of them, which is pretty cool. And it's rare to have brothers like that come in and get state championships in one school, which is the best school on the planet, Rainier Beach High. Shout out to my high school, our high school. But Khalil Shabazz, man, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying?
What up? I just talk to people. We want to know what the youth has going on. I mean, a lot of time, we have this thought that you can't do well in school and play sports and do all these things and have the racing stripes in your eyebrows and the nice hair and shit. Can you just talk to the people about what it takes to do the right thing and still have fun and still enjoy life and still, make out with cute girls and all that?
It's just, you gotta know what you want in life, and you just gotta be focused. And it all starts with just knowing what you want. A lot of people, they say they want to get good grades and then don't go to school and stuff like that. But when it comes to me, I just know I want to go to college and make my mom happy. And I want to be successful. So I just know I gotta be in school with good grades. And then I want to hoop. So you can't be on the court if you don't have good grades. So all that just ties in with itself. And then I just learned from my big brother. He made a lot of mistakes. And I just tried to learn from him.
That's what I did too. I'm the same way. Have big brother seen what he did wrong and go, I'm gonna do that differently.
Exactly. So,
Nate, mentor. What's some things that you pick up, learn from him? Things that he tells you,
Nate, what I get from Nate, he just enjoy life. He's a funny guy. He likes to just have fun and just enjoy life, and that's the main thing I get from Nate. Be respectful to others. Treat others how you want to be treated, and then just build bonds with a lot of people, because you never know when you need somebody.
Yeah.
So.
That's beautiful. Thanks, Khalil.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so we'll close this out. Mavericks and mentors. That's how you say it.
Mentors and Mavericks.
I think that mentors and Mavericks. I think that's what we'll call the episode. I want to get Jocko over here just so we can.
Jocko, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Come on, buddy.
The most colorful character in the Zanerobe family.
Yeah, he is. So tell us a little bit. I want Tony to just you work with him on a day-to-day basis.
You gotta tell him you guys gotta tell the fans the Ben and Jerry story.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That is funny.
So Yaka's like my big brother at Zanerobe. So every day, it's spent deciding which pasta or fish joint to go to.
That's true. Yeah, Zanerobe kind of saved me, hey, because I was like, I had like 1 year on my visa, and like when I got the job, I had just like 1 month left on my visa. So like starting working for them like made me stay in Australia.
What did they hire you on first to do?
Can you do video? Yeah.
I was like, no, they were looking for like digital designer, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then like they started to ask like other things, and I was like, yeah, I can do everything.
Did you really know how to do it, or?
Oh no, not really. Like I started
to figure it out. But that's the way. Look, you got to be versatile.
Yeah.
If somebody asks you, no, I can figure it out. You know, you figure it out, on the go and on the fly.
Yeah, he's definitely a problem solver. He's like a jack of all trades. Even if he's not like a professional in one aspect, he's keen to learn. That's one thing I've loved working with him the most. It's like
I'm Italian, man. I can work it out.
You work it out. Yeah.
I bet you have a great example of what you like about the States and what you don't like about the States. There's probably something you don't.
I mean, that's.
I know for sure.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
I like from Italy, and when he came to the States, he absolutely hated it. He wanted to go back so bad. He wanted to go home. Oh my God, this is not pasta. He used to get so mad when we used to go eat pasta. He's like, bro, this is not pasta. He used to get mad. So is the pasta the same in Italy as it is in America?
No way. That's definitely not. But like, it's not the same in Australia as well. It's just, I think what I love about like the States is like, it's similar to like Italy about rules. Like people break the rules. When you're like in Australia, like you can't do that. Like, it doesn't work. Like
you can't break the rules at all in Australia. Huh?
Nah, it's so strict.
There's too many rules.
It's like in China. Like in China, if you spit on the ground, like you
that's Singapore.
Same thing.
Yako lost 9 demerit points in one drive home.
Yeah.
Demerit points is like it's like middle school.
It's like thousands of dollars in fines in one drive.
Yeah.
On the way home, trying to make it back to work on a Monday morning after coming back from like a bush doof on a Sunday, like a crazy bush
what
doof.
The hell is that? Sounds like
you can explain what a bush doof is. A lot of free spirits, I can say that.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's taken me so long to learn like how to like respect all these rules.
Yeah.
It's like it's been like 3 years and I'm still like learning every day.
So what don't you like?
About the States?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I haven't been here for that long to say
really?
yet. Yeah, it's like my second time, but the first time I was here when I was like real young and couldn't really speak English, so I didn't.
What do you like better, Italian girls or American girls?
I got an Australian girl.
Australian girl, you do. Oh, you're taken right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, I guess we'll close this out. This episode of PodCrashers with our special friends from Zanerobe and Young Khalil, Z Team, Squad Up.
This is Squadron.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for having us first and foremost.
Thanks, Di. Thank you.
Thank you, Di.
Treehouse.
Thank you.
The hospitality has been great.
What's the
sandwich
address?
is awesome.
What's the address here?
714 West 11th Street.
714 West 11th Street. Y'all come on down here, man, and enjoy some good food, good coffee, good smoothies. I don't even know what kind of bread this is in my sandwich, but it's fire. Man, oh my goodness.
So obviously, if you don't know about Zanerobe, at Zanerobe.
Yep.
Right? And then let's all just share our handles, because I know, people need to get in touch, especially with Ben and Jerry over here. So Dan, Noble Gent, right?
At Noble Gent, NOBLEGENT.
No, we'll get my one.
Oh, they'll figure it out. They can replay. There's a lot of options. You can actually, on your podcast app, you can slow down, so they can really
go.
Yeah.
At Bellenjerry, BELLNJERRY.
Oh, I don't know if I can spell it.
This is gonna be
Okay,
good.
I'll say Jacopo Lancioni.
Formerly known as Surf Disco.
Surf Disco. That's good.
That's nice.
All right.
At I am eyeball I A M.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
You said good grades, man.
Redo that.
Redo. At I am eyeball IAMIBALL.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much for listening to the PodCrashers.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, man.
This is TJ Regan.
And Nate Robinson signing out. You are now listening to the PodCrashers.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Is there any love to be found? Is there any love to be found in this cold? Is there any is there